Good morning everyone. So this is a video on average speed again. So here we have a problem. A bus traveling the first one third distance at a speed of 10 km per hour and the next one fourth of at 20 km per hour and the remaining at 40 km per hour. The average speed of the bus is. So what they are asking, again they are asking average speed. Here we have D1 and V1, D2 and V2. Here we have V3. So we don't know what's the value of X. So let me find out the same. So here I have a book and let me write the same thing. Given what they had given is D1 as D by 3 at a velocity of V1 and D2 is about D by 4 at a velocity V2. V1 how much? It is about 10 kilometers per hour and V2 is about 20 kilometers per hour. And then D3 they are not given, let it be X, and it is about V3 is about 40 kilometer per hour. So before we go for any problem, we need to find at least distance so that we can go for the formula. What's our finding term is average speed is equals to question mark, and what's the formula we had is average speed is equals to total distance by total time taken. And now let me do to find out the total distance. Let me draw a diagram here. Let it be A to B and I had divided into 3 parts. Let it be the first one as D3 and this one as D4 and this one as X, and this is V1, V2 and V3. So the first total distance be D. What's the total distance we had? Let it be D. The total distance be D. The total distance is how much? D. From this, let me find the D3 here. So let me do the same. Here we have D is equals to D1 plus D2 plus D3. So we don't know what's the value of D3. Please keep a side of a D3 and send these two fellows to the other side. When it goes to the other side, the plus will become minus, the minus will become plus. If it is in multiplication, it becomes division. If it is division, it becomes multiplication. When it goes from one place to another, the signs will change, the operations will change in a mathematics. So the same thing here, D3 is equals to D minus D1 minus D2. So what we had in the place of D1, it is about D minus D by 3 and D2 is how much? D by 4. The same thing I am doing here. So now we have to take it the LCM as 12 because 3 and 4 the LCM is 12. Then nothing is there in the denominator, so we have to consider as 1. Then it is 12D minus 4D minus 3D. So all we got, all these two are minus, so we need to add together. Then it is 12D minus 7D by 12. So this can be written as 5D by 12. This is all about we got only D3. Not yet we had finished our problem. So this is we got as 5D by 12. So next, let me tell you, the formula is the same. The common formula, no change in the formula. But the way we have to do, we have to change. Every time we can't go for the same method. We make it bored. So let me do the same. Total distance by total time taken. Total distance by total time taken. And now, no more we are using this. Let me tell you the way to find out a short way. So that is about D1, whatever we have, that is D by 3. At what distance? V1. Same manner, D by 4 at a distance of V2 and D by 5D by 12 at a distance of V3. So our formula will be like this. Average speed is equals to. Now we are going to write a formula. Don't get confused what I am doing here. Firstly you multiply this. V1, V2, V3. And what's the biggest denominator? Please write down here. The same thing. What I did, I had multiplied each and every velocity. The same thing I wrote. And I found the biggest denominator here. The same thing I had written. Why I had taken the biggest is because it is an LCM. After taking the LCM, whatever the denominator you will get, you can place here. And then, what we had in the denominator? 3. Then how we can get 12? simply by multiplying 4. And if you have V1 here, then go for the remaining V2 and V3. In the place of 3, what we have to write? 4. 4 into 3, we will get 12. And then here we have 4. Then we have to multiply with 3 so that we can get 12. So 3 into, what's the remaining? Unless you are without writing V2, what you can write? Other than V2, V1 and V3. Same manner. Here we have 5. 5 is 5, the same. And it is 12. No need to multiply with any number. Then we have to left this V3. Then what is left? V1 and V2. What's our formula? Again I am repeat. Then V1, V2, V3. Simply I multiplied. And I have written the LCM at the denominator. The same thing I multiplied. By, here we got 3. With what number if you can multiply, we will get 12. It is simply as an LCM. So I multiplied with a 4 so that I can get 12. So I wrote 4 into, it is V1. Instead of V1, we need to write the remaining 2. V2 and V3. And now it is V2. So I left V2 and we have written V1 and V3. And now I left V3. So I have written V1 and V2. If I multiply these, we have to get a denominator as 12. So finally I got this. So multiply. Let me turn the page. Here we got average speed is equals to what? 12 V1 V2 V3 by what we had? 4 V2 V3 plus 3 V1 V3 plus 5 V1 V2. We have a values for V1 V2s. What the values we had? V1 is equals to 10 kilometer per hour. V2 is equals to 20 kilometer per hour. And then V3 is equals to 40 kilometers per hour. Simply now substitute. You are going to get the answer. So let me substitute the same. 12 into V1 is 10, V2 is 20, and then V3 is 40 by 4 into V2 is how much? 20 and V3 is 40 plus 3 into what's the V1? 10 and what is V3? 40, and then 5 into V1 is 10 and V2 is 20. Finally we are going to get the answer. And now 96, and how many zeros are there? 3. Just place them as down. And then 4 2s 8, 8 4s 32, then 3 2 00 plus 4 3 4s 12, and place the 2 zeros down, and then 5 2s 10 and place the 2 zeros down. Then we got this. Then it is 96000 by, if you add all together, we are going to get 5400. 0 went away to eat ladoos. Then what is left? 960 by 54. Divide this. Let me divide with the 2 number. Number 2. What you can get? 2 2s are 4. 1 is left. It becomes 14. Then it is 7. And then 2 4s are 8. 1 is left. It becomes 16. Then it is 8 and 0. Is there any table possible here? 3 table. Or, yes, 3 table. So let me go for 3 table. 3 9s and then 3 1s are 3, 1 is left, it becomes 18, then what is left? 6 and 0. So we got about 160 by 9, and you divide with a simple division. What you are going to get? Here we are going to get no ones, we have to take ones, and it is 9. What is left? 7 0, and then when we will get 70? No 70 is there in the 9. Then 7s are 63, and then it is about 7. Again place a point here. If you place a decimal point, we will get 1 laddu free. Then it is again 7. It is 63. Then again 7. It goes on. It never stops. So what's the value we got? 17.77 kilometer per hour. So let me check the answer is there or not. Here the formula, here the question is there, and here the options are there. Oh no, what happens? The answer is not found here. So now we got 17.7. Let us make a round off number. Here we have more than 5. So that we can add plus 1 to the number. Then it becomes 18 kilometer per hour. This is all about average speed if the problem is given like this. Thank you for watching.